so this is what we're going to discuss right here, and how it breaks down. Now they spell it differently. They have an A up in there, but we've already discussed that. It's the lady in the red dress, red pants, I guess. So I may have issues with this recording. We will find out. Red pants. She did not shit her pants. Okay. Anyways. Anyways. How I explain certain things in the beginning and then the end, I always tie those two together first and then fill in the middle. What people don't understand is when I do a situation, number one, right here, way back in the past with someone, then I tie it into the future. It's like you grow your spice here, you set it aside, you wait until you need it, and then you pull it back up. The problem where people are having is that when they look at the time date, the epoch, it freaks them out because everything's lined up perfectly. So, but anyways, so if you look at money, okay, right there, money, be my one, and we never talk about the sexy man, is that correct? So the sexy man's always laying down, and then he pops back up, he goes to the other end. Then he goes all the way through, and then you hit the end, and then you go to my, alright? And then the bear me is right there. So it's like, hey miss, how you doing? Let me go ahead and educate you real quick. Get that right here.
Next, time in the afterlife moves in a Jeremy Bearimy.
In a Jeremy Bearimy.
The afterlife time doubles back, loops around, and ends up looking something like Jeremy Bearimy.
Okay, very important there. There's a little dot that they're going to explain in a second, a quick view. So, and you're going to have glares. You may have to look it up. I'm not going to include the link. Just type in Jeremy Bear, I, me, my.
This is the timeline in the afterlife. It happens to kind of look like the name Jeremy Bearimy in cursive English, so that's what we call it.
Sorry,
Okay, so she's sorry, as women don't understand time and numbers because it hurts their brain.
my brain is melting. How can events happen before the ones that happened before?
That's the hard part, trying to explain time travel in reverse. Basically, you live from the very end date and you work your way back. All right, so at that end point, that last week, that last moment when you went with your family, all those sounds and situations then become your data network for the rest of your next life. Meaning that if you practice this technique, you can fold in your brain and make it work at 100% processing, and then relive your entire life to see what you want to improve upon, where you made mistakes, learn. So basically, in a couple videos ago, I talked about a barbershop on Upload, the TV show on Prime. It's Prime Original. Anyways, they do a memory thing. Same process, super simple. You get to edit it, you get to do what you want. So now there's other tips and tricks, like if two people go at the same time. Well, we're not even talking about that because you can't really plan that. It's from broken heart syndrome. I've already explained that. If someone else dies, then I die. So that's just how it works out. So
just the way it works. It's Jeremy Bearimy. I don't know what to tell you. That's the easiest way to describe it.
Okay, now here's the big part. Okay, listen up. Stand up straight. Be an upright citizen.
What the hell is this? The dot.
Ask the right questions of the right people. Don't keep repeating the same question to the same people if you don't like their answer.
Yeah, the hell is that? Okay. How do I explain this concisely? This.
Okay, no. This is how time travel works. Tuesday is when all the bad stuff happens, all the crazy shit. That's what you do. You learn that in life. It's like, yeah, I cross-dressed. Only on Tuesdays, obviously.
It's Tuesdays. And also July.
And sometimes it's never.
That's true. Occasionally.
Okay, now, God, no, that wasn't July. That was 8. So, I got mine mixed up at 8/8. Was it 8/8? 24? I don't know. There's one where it says nothing special happened. That is now my July. Okay? Okay, right there. Just take it for what it is. Alright? The reason why programming is what it is, starts at 0, is because when you raise anything to the power of 0, any number, any mass amount, just whatever. So we'll do 100 to the power of 0. What does it become? One thing. Okay, like you. So if I say your name, Jeremy, you think of a person. Okay, when I say I'm going to fuck them out of you, you're like, what the fuck? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday work week? I want that. Well, certain things have to be done to get that. So, anyways, so you take that 100, you do the power 1, and do each one. We'll do 200. Oh no, we got 200 problems. Power of 0 equals 1. Okay? And then once you identify the most pertinent piece of information in there, you raise it to the power of 1. So 100 to the power of 1 equals itself, or 100. Alright, so you see eye to eye. That's why 0, 1. Okay? Those are the two most important things. That's why we start with programming as 0 as 1. Okay? 0 as 1. Alright? Basic math. Bearimy, on the other hand, if you haven't noticed, there's an R here. It's laying on his back. Big old belly. He's taking a piss in the air. Aiming for something. I don't know, some dream he has. But anyways, it goes B-E, and there's the E to here, and then we hit the R, we make the R bump, R, back here, E, there, Bearimy. Okay? Anyways, so, I won't discuss that, but I got your back, alright? I got you, alright? Don't worry about it. I cross my arms to stand my ground, alright? With all 3 of my feet, because I'm thinking with the wrong head. So, but anyways.
And that moment on the Bearimy timeline is the time moment when nothing never occurs. So
that means everything always occurs at that day. Tuesday, July. Alright, and then never, I forget what he said. But that's that. Brings me up to this point. So, my prior video, which I discussed some co-workers, which I explained on one of the bodies of the most recent ones prior to this. Sorry, there's syrup on the back of this. So I did this group in the acute care ward at... where was St. Charles Centerpoint? All right, that's Missouri. She is a visual person. She organizes visually. She writes the names down in the room. She does the piece of paper like it is, writes the names down of the people participating. And then she goes through this. All her paperwork is pristine. She likes it nice and clean. But the problem is like when you tell her a personal story, she does this over-exaggerated, like, oh, me? Oh, my goodness. But you learn, right? Talking to me like a 3-year-old fucking kid. All right? I'm 42 fucking years old. I'm sharing something personal, not to you per se, but to the general group. Your over-exaggeration is deflating the importance of the words coming out of my mouth. That is not okay. So then I explained that to the customer service person at the end. I'm like, she's a good person. She's good intentions. She's still learning. But that really bothered me bad. Okay, I didn't explain it like that. I just said that most likely she learned that as a coping mechanism because when she gave responses to others that she did in the past, because she said everyone goes through something. So I believe that she was receiving those responses from her family, and that's all she knows how to respond to get an appropriate whatever. So, anyways. But this is actually really good because it says myths about emotions. But the problem is when you read it, she was just taking it negative. But when you read it in a positive manner, it sounds like it's trying to get you to decide whether you're viewing it negative or positive. Every person is in the way they word it, they're walking a fine line here, but she kept pushing it to the negative side and asking for negative stories. So, which is not okay in my book. And then I brought up this one and this one, and I got jumbled right here because she did that gasping thing, and my brain just went, shut your fucking face off. Good person, beautiful woman, but no, just no. Anyways, some emotions are stupid. Yes, some emotions are stupid. Now she says no emotions are stupid. I'm like, no, you get into some emotions in your mind and body, you get locked in there. It's stupid because you can't get out of that. You don't know how to communicate. Every emotion indicates how I feel in a certain situation. Correct. All emotions are useful to help me understand what I am expressing. So, but if I feel stupid, I am not expressing correctly. So, basically, it's not a negative comment. So, and I tried to explain that. It didn't go over well. And then I did these in order. There's 3 of them. This is the first one. I did the first one 2 days ago. Let me adjust this a smidge so you get the full thing. I will go up just a hair more. Alright, so what we've got. Alright, so this is no. Kilo is 1,000. Left, right, work. Okay, so this is your basic bridge. So you start with that power of 0, and then you move it to 1, 1. You identified 1, you work on the next one. That's simple, because that's 11th letter of the alphabet. All right, and this is left and right, so you got left and right. But when you do this to yourself, like you see right there, they see that. But when you're doing it to someone else, the left is actually on the right. So you got to understand that they have a different viewpoint. It's exactly opposite as your goal, and your goal is to translate a version that works for them. This was done first, and then center point or center idea, tech, light, flares. I forget what that's about. Small world, that was in one of the descriptions. There was a lady who had a child named, I said audio, video, audio. So I knew that was to me. There was the 2 sounds. I was differentiating, having issues because I was hearing both sides of the story. And then I was trying to differentiate, and I had problems with my visual because the audio was pushed towards the negative. So, but Amy she was my boss at Burger King. I'm not going back. I can't handle it. Too many noise, too many sounds. She was another client, like I was, a patient on the acute unit. My doctor was Sarah, and she was Indian. She was listening, but she was very confused because the statements on the paper did not match my persona in person. And I'm like, I needed a break, and I explained the situation. I am not doing all these medications. And then she suggested I do injections. I'm like, no, I'm not doing injections. I don't need a long-term fix. I will take it every day. That's not the issue. So, Paul was in the room across from me, so was Zach. Paul is a couple of different items. One was a prior residence that is no longer with us here. And then Paul is also my uncle, which is married to Holly. And then Zach is their son. It's their middle son. One of the middle sons. So, middle son, yeah. So, and then talk, I forget what that's about. I did something there. But, and then this is going back to Faraday cage. So copper tone. What a Faraday cage does is it does a wire mesh around an item and blocks all signal. So on copper tone, they infuse copper into the thing, and you put it over your sore area. And basically it's a mini Faraday cage. So all that energy that is the healing energy that you're doing and radiating out of that bad spot is then blocked off and trapped inside. Additionally, all that bad interference from the outside is blocked, okay, and is not getting in. So your body can then heal and then disperse it through blood and throughout other healthier parts of the body. So that's one. This one, Alright, so this one. So basically, I'm doing an insert into the DVD. There's going to be a capital DVD and a lowercase DVD. And I'm going to do 8.5 dual layer. So of that, I can do 1 gigabit of menus. Okay, and then I can do either a bunch of low quality videos or some very high quality videos on there. The order of the pamphlet, it's going to be a 20-page pamphlet. Of it goes 3 is an intro of 111 website, drink company, and then service, decentralized service. And then the following ones are going to describe the drinks that will be coming out in this order. This is the order. 1, 2, 3, 4. And gets to here, and this, I did this wrong. Alright. So we get to here, 16, 13. So it does that. And then, so basically this part jumps to the end there. I had to adjust that. And then that comes 4, is that? No. Yeah, because I wrote it in reverse. And I forgot the 9 then. Damn it, mofo. It'll still work. Alright. So, that's basically that. I'll get it all printed up in the pamphlet that'll go inside the DVD jewel, which will have 1 DVD on each side, and then a cover. And this is the picture of the cover. This lower bottom is going to have a link to Frank Sinatra's "Love Is For The Way," and the back cover is going to explain the upper and lower. And then this is going to be very basic. Alpha. Beta. Defined by me. I don't know. We'll figure an appropriate thing out. This one happened, I think this definitely happened today. Alright, self-esteem. So, self, we know a sound of magic established by me in reverse. Energy. So, and that's Jeremy Bearimy. And then my team. Okay, so that's what it was. It was now the known for known and unknown 42 bridge team replacement in case I am taken out of the picture. Lisa, Lindsay, Ashley, Sarah, and that's my sister. And there's one more. Who's the other one? Anyways, we'll just say odd man out. Okay. And then using the brain and the storm as a goal or communicative bridge. Today on the way home, I actually, there was this one, I went on this joyride with this person. Because they just wanted to be in the car and drive. We got lost forever. We were going down this lane, and it was just back roads, and it was just like, I knew the area sort of, and we kept passing stuff that looked familiar, but it was just over and over and over again. It's like, I've seen this before. I spent hours doing this another time. I know where this is. I used to party over here, so anyways. Teach tech, social, dinosaur, science. Is that right? I don't know what that is. But anyways, each social site that you're on is teaching you a certain way, the brain, how it thinks. And the medical industry needs to understand that. So, Lisa is very good at tech, and so is Lindsay. I'm not sure if Sarah is, but we'll figure it out. Date. Okay. So I'll put that there, that there. But based on where they lay their items and do the thumbs up and all that stuff is teaching you different things subconsciously, and then you have this pattern of recognition that your brain automatically, so it acquires information faster. It can look at the page and identify things because it has a certain pattern. That pattern is then carried over into your daily life, and that's how you view your left and right eye. So with the bleed over, so anyways, and then you have to decide which one is correct, both or right or left. So and then this is your decision to do things are first, listen. That audio, that sound you hear is your most accurate information because it's slow, accurate. You can decipher it. Okay? That's just where I'm at. I don't think I'm going to do any of that. Anyways, I translated these. This was translated. These were combined. So it goes 1, these are combined, these were combined. So it was 1, these were combined, and these were combined. Now here's the deal. There's supposed to be a 9 there, which I fucked up. I and pi, which is fine. I can make that work. But anyways, this is elope. If this is pi, and pi is a diameter with a 3/4 circumference, which is literally C over D. So this would be elope. Alright, this other one in reverse would be HUG. Very important pieces in my life. So anyways, CD, same system, all using fucking binary. Alright, so anyways, I'm burnt out, I'm broke. I'm going to work on my DVDs first and the menus and get the portrait and landscape of the entirety with the numbers of the Kickstarter items. Hope that makes sense. Because each page is going to allow for the main pages will have 5 up top and 5 on the bottom.
I still love you.
And you'll be able to put your name on there as a support system. So, and then that'll be shared. I'll keep it on torrent for as long, well, I can do it for the rest of my life. But, and then I ask that those that purchase it also do it at torrent, so people can download it and burn their own, and then their name will be on there, so they can be proud of supporting something that actually makes sense to them. Or to fund a crazy drink company. I don't know what it is. But anyways, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you partake by putting your lips on my drink company products and become a smarter individual as such. There are 2 different ways to become a smart individual. One, you do it yourself all the way through. You figure out how to build one thing, and then you replicate that. That's it. All right? We were a sperm and an egg, okay? Somehow they became one and then automatically bounced back and duplicated itself. That's all we know. We don't know how that works out. It happens too fast. So, and I don't want to know. That's what I'm trying to explain about storks. They do it a different way. Okay, so that's all we know. We know we duplicated from one cell to another. All right, that is 1, 2. Okay, that is black and white. Okay, very simple, very binary. All right, and then I kept telling them, I kept telling everyone, I'm like, it is not that. It does not come from sex. Okay, it comes from storks. Storks brings the babies. All right, they carry large babies, on their backs, in their mouth. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm in discussion with catching one, and we are going to do some experimentation, and I will film it. If you're not an adult, you may not want to watch that, but it'll be okay. I'll walk you through it, okay? One step at a time. It does not happen from that, okay? No. But if you drink my drink, you'll understand the truth that because the storks bring it, you have a whole plethora of opportunity. There's not gray, it's a fucking rainbow. Because we don't deal with aliens. Alright, they lie. They lie. Or if you think it's AI lying to you, then it is literally AILENS. Because the AI is fucking with our eyesight when we wear lenses. Okay, that's simple. Not hard. Very simple. Alright. There's not just gray. There's every color. All we know. Alright, hope that's clears things up, and I hope recorded all the way through, because I'm going to end up shitting a brick.